Good morning, everyone. My name's Lydia Wiley, and I'm from an organization called Species Specialists. I'm here today to talk to you about our work in the area of discovering new species of animals, birds, plants, all living creatures, really. Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of people believe that we have already identified all the animals and birds and fish and other creatures that we share this planet with. But actually, that's simply not true. Not at all. Of course, we have found lots of different creatures. But what's fascinating is that we are finding new species all the time, and in particular in certain places that are more difficult for people to get to, like the bottom of the sea or in the rainforest. I'd like to give you just one example here, and that's the island of Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is a pretty big island just north of Australia. Well, actually, it takes up half the island. The other half is Irian Jaya, which is part of Indonesia. But anyway, Papua New Guinea is covered in rainforest, and it's an incredibly, it's an amazing place in terms of wildlife. Now, here's something that might surprise you. Between 1998 and 2008, just in Papua New Guinea alone, 1,060 new species were found. 1,060. That's more than 2 species every week for 10 years. Now, that includes plants and flowers, but also lots of different kinds of animals and fish and other types of animal life, too. One example is a particular species of monitor lizard, a beautiful black lizard with blue markings that can grow to about 1 meter in length. They also found a bird called a honeyeater with beautiful orange patches around its eyes. And this honeyeater is a very different type of bird because it's almost silent, makes no sounds at all, which is probably why no one found it for so long. No one heard it. And then there's fish. There's what's called the rainbow fish. And in fact, 7 different kinds of rainbow fish have been found over the last 10 years or so. So the good news is we're finding new species all the time. We don't know how many more species are still out there. What we do know is that more will be found. It's just inevitable, really, that we're going to continue to find more and more species. What's not so good, of course, is that all these animals and birds and fish are endangered. Their habitat, the places where they live, is being destroyed, and it's human beings who are doing it. Forests are being turned into fields to grow food, trees are being cut down for the wood, and rivers are being used by more and more boats. And so these animals find it harder and harder to live. The consequences of this will be more and more animals becoming extinct, and that's a terrible thought. If we don't act now to stop habitats from being destroyed, many animals will disappear, and future generations will only see them in books. I think it's vitally important for humans to find ways to live well, but without harming other living creatures, don't you? Anyway, back to discovering new species. There are other places, too, that are rich in undiscovered species, not just Papua New Guinea.